Let's go while we're young.
Get a drink and take a seat. You're in the back room. Wrecked him. Damn near killed him. I don't know why. What? Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Backroom Show. I am your old pal, Gary Williams, country music superstar and soon to be Olympic gold athlete. I'm just saying things. I don't know. This is the most unprepared podcast in the world, but this show would be nothing without a woman or a girl. Please, joining me as always. She's the Cher to my Sonny, the Edith to my Steve. All of these references. You know where you love her.
I thought you were going to say Edith to your Archie.
Exactly.
Which would be probably more accurate.
You know that voice. There she is. Maria Jarrell, ladies and gentlemen. Maria Jarrell. Hold on. Maria Jarrell knows how to TikTok. Kind of.
Yeah,
kind of.
I do not have enough rhythm for it to really work. But during the pandemic, Ellie she would placate me, right. And because I wanted to learn some of the dances.
Ellie's your teenage daughter, but in case anyone's wondering.
Yes, and she would placate me because I wanted to learn a TikTok dance. So she'd find the easiest dances that she could possibly find,
right.
And she would do them with me. And we did a couple, and it was fun.
Yeah.
But sadly, that's it didn't. I did not go viral, which is perfectly fine.
You didn't break a hip or something, did you?
No,
or damage
yourself,
I did not.
No.
Okay.
It's those dances are hard. They're hard.
Because basically, there's two kinds of sort of viral TikTok-y type things. Either sort of somebody doing like, that's people do that dumb bottle flip thing, like something weird and whatever, that kind of shit.
You're so cute with the bottle flip.
Whatever.
That was so.
Oh, that was so 2 years ago, exactly. Like that kind of thing, like niche, weird little, like sort of the hot, stupid thing to do, or someone just fucking wiping the fuck out and just ruining their life, possibly severing some, some vertebrae. Did you sever vertebrae? I don't know. You don't see no medical degrees on the wall here. I'm not smart. No.
Well, it's funny because I guess because I'm on a different algorithm than my daughter.
Right.
So a sound will go viral and everyone will do something to that sound or something like that. So then
like a little audio clip or something, or like part of a song or something.
Yeah. Okay. Exactly. Okay. So I'm trying to think of an example that was like there's this one of a girl, and I don't know what the original TikTok was, but she says, "This is just perfect. 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 Perfect." Right. So then everybody takes that sound. And so I referenced it, and Ellie just looked at me and she went, "Yeah, it's like 3 weeks ago."
Wow.
Like, she just got to my algorithm. I'm sorry. It's new to me and I'm excited about it and I'm going to use it.
And hold on.
She was like,
and she even gave you the, like the moany voice.
Well, not real. Well, I embellish. It was more of like, it was more like,
you're an actress. You make it your own, right?
More like a for real, like you think that's cool?
Like, oh,
that's
Mom.
Like 3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago.
Yeah, TikTok is a fast, vibrant place. You got to get in quick, and things change quick. You're not hot for long.
That's how I had sex in my 20s. Just get in quickly.
Get in quickly. Get out before anyone knew what the hell happened.
And leave that bathhouse behind. What happened? Wait a minute. Hey, Marie, do this with me, will you? Do this with me. Okay. So if you watched last week's show with the last time's show, yes, with the always entertaining Alicia Brisbois, you would have seen. I can't stop thinking about your snail. Remember you did a little snail character? Oh, I'm almost there. Go back and watch the last episode, and if you didn't see it, so can you give us a little bit of your snail voice? A little bit.
I don't remember. Was it kind of like this? Here I go. I'm coming. I'm sliding into home. Anyway.
An hour later.
Yes.
There you go.
Safe.
All right. So the Backroom Show. Of course, if you're watching this live, feel free to join the chat. We always want to hear what you guys have to say. And if you're watching it, later, because of course it's live once it's on the internet
Forever.
until the aliens come and destroy all humanity and infrastructure. But until then, when you see it, please feel free to comment underneath. You know, if you want to say something mean, that's fine. Gary, your beard looks stupid. You know, that's fine. If you want to be hurtful, because like Maria, you say about Twitter and things, it's a cesspool or whatever. What's the phrase you use?
I call it a wretched hive of scum and villainy.
That's the one. There you go. That's most like that pretty much goes for a lot of social media things and whatever.
Gary.
Yeah.
Gary.
Yeah.
That's a Star Wars reference if you didn't get that. That's fine.
Oh yeah, but somebody else, if you're relatively
I'll
new to the show,
slip in some nerdy stuff in there.
Yes, if you're relatively new to the show, Maria is you're gonna go, wait a minute, who is this gorgeous Italian movie star looking woman? Well, you know what? Don't be fooled, because she's lovely and all that. She is a gigantic fucking nerd. I mean, enormous, like awkwardly, like you're awkwardly nerdy, right?
I am like this close from cosplaying at a convention. I really am.
There you go.
So
there you go. You're
and I feel like that might actually have to be something on a bucket list. Maybe I'm not a big on bucket lists.
And you could take some video for this very program.
But I'd have to find the right costume, you see. So,
dude,
I mean, it took me 50 years to figure out what kind of tattoo to get. So God knows how long it's going to take me to figure out.
Are you ready? Are you ready? I got to figure it out. Ready? Leia's outfit in Jabba's lair.
Everybody goes for the golden bikini. I don't understand.
Goddamn.
I know it was a pivotal moment in a lot of formative.
Dude, I'm 51.
In a lot of boys' lives.
Believe me, when I came out, and I was starting to go, ooh, that feels.
Generation.
I feel weird down there. Yeah.
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 It was a sexual awakening for quite a few weeks.
Do like this fucking exactly like the sun came up and all of a sudden things just.
That's birds, what was under the white like the white sheet was it was the gold bikini.
Yes. So just or alternatively, fucking goddamn Han Solo. That's fine. Whatever. That's Han Solo. Although, isn't that what people say every fall when the women start wearing the vests? They call it Han Solo season. I've seen it call that where women start wearing the long sleeve shirts with the vest.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
It said Han Solo season. Because see, women, you're boring. You're basic.
Yeah, basic.
I don't know what that means. All right. Anyway, so don't forget. So comment below. Like, subscribe. For the love of God, I'm tired of asking you people. Tell your friends or whoever, your coworkers.
Caress that like.
And of course,
we're not smashing anymore. We're going to caress it.
Nope. Everybody on the internet smashes the like button. No. Not here at the Backroom Show.
We're going to gently depress it.
There you go. Gently.
Like that. Yes.
Just like the first time you saw Carrie Fisher in that bikini. And
you're just gonna you're petting a kitty cat. You're just gonna slightly,
and then the like button will turn on you and bite your hand.
That's right. Don't touch the like button's belly because it's as inviting as it looks.
Do not do it.
It's a trap.
No,
it's a trap. That's also.
I know that one. That's General Akbar. It's a trap.
Admiral Akbar. There you go.
I do not know that a little bit. Come on.
That's a pretty famous.
It's a trap. Come on, I know. Come on.
Yep.
Come on.
Yep.
Come on. Hey, I know. Han shot first. I know. I know all that stuff.
You see. I just put your finger on the pulse.
I put on my small Pennsylvania town beard facade, but down deep, I'm a theater sci-fi
intellectual. Yeah.
Well, no.
Covert intellectual.
Let's slow your roll. All right. So before we get into the heart of the show, speaking of regular viewers and things and whatnot. My buddy Barb from high school. She's a regular viewer. Hello, Barb.
Hi, Barb.
Hey, and she sent me this photo. It's her watching our show on her TV. Because, of course, as you know, there are apps, there's YouTube apps and things. You don't have to just... It doesn't have to just be your phone. What? It doesn't have to just be your iPad. What? It could be your television. So Barb watches our show, and there she is. There's the lovely Alicia Brisbois on the right there. Let me put us on there. There you go. Now we're watching ourselves while she's watching herself, watching the fuck. Holy shit, hurt my brain a little bit. So there you go. So Barb sent that photo to me. There's her watching the show on her TV, and
very nice.
Yeah, Barb's awesome, by the way. So
She's got a sweet setup there.
She does have a sweet. It's pretty nice, right?
Yeah,
Barb, you're doing all right
got
there.
A woofer and a tweeter and I don't know, probably a gaming system or two there as well.
There you go. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, there you go. So,
nice.
so shout out to my buddy Barb. Thanks for being a regular loyal viewer / listener of this very podcast. Hey, Maria.
Hey, Gare.
You know what today is in the old state of Pennsylvania? Yeah. Okay, pump the brakes,
it's
nerds.
Tuesday.
I know.
It's Tuesday.
Hold on. I can already hear somebody go, it's a Commonwealth. Yeah, I fucking know. All right, Encyclopedia Britannica. All right, I fucking know. But guess what? Call your jets, nerd, okay?
Yes.
By the way, Mr. Know-It-all, Mr. Person, name the 4 Commonwealths.
Mr. Person who we don't know if they exist or not.
Dude, they totally exist. They totally exist. Because if I wasn't on the show, I would be
It'd be you.
It's a fucking Commonwealth. It's not a state. Which is the same damn thing, by the way.
Read a book.
Read a book, you fucking jerk. Christ.
Google that shit.
He closed to porn once in a while. Google that shit. Exactly. Come on. Anyway, yes, it is primary election day here in the great Commonwealth of Pennsylvania.
Yep.
Holy shit. Yeah.
I mean, primaries usually don't spark the what's the word I'm looking for? It's kind of hard to light a fire under the whole primary
it's
thing.
Usually nothing more than a formality, usually, for the most part.
Yes.
Yes.
But there are a couple of races where there are several people running, and, you got to figure out which one you want and go for it. There were a lot of unopposed for, I'm a registered Democrat, so there was a lot of unopposed people running for, like, our locals seat at the state level.
Yeah.
But had a little choice there for Senate and for governor. No, not for governor, just Senate.
Yeah, I guess what? Just Josh Shapiro,
governor.
right? I didn't know Shapiro wasn't being, wasn't having anybody run against him. I didn't know that. Well, I, as has been stated on the show before, for some reason I'm registered Republican. No,
haven't figured out yet.
Well, no, I do know why.
I
do know why, because when I was, but I did a while back. They were still at least saying certain things that they alleged to be. Yeah. And then you might have heard about somebody coming along. I don't know if you heard about this, Maria, and just, I don't know, took a big old shit in this country, a big old shit on the country. Now, I know a lot of people, like, whoa, he's an outsider. He shook things up. What fucking planet are you living on? So, of course, now you have these people, all right.
Emboldened. Yeah,
yes, emboldened. Yes. So I, of course, I have to vote, the primary. We don't have open primaries.
You do your civic duty, Gary.
I do.
And that's commendable. That's very commendable.
I wind up for president. I wind up usually voting for the Libertarian candidate anyway, because have you seen what's out there?
Right.
Because I'm a personal, individual, liberty, freedom guy, which a lot of people, most sides go, I disagree, but they don't really know. But it's like, I agree, whatever, with probably in the 90% of things that people do, freedoms and my body, my choice. It's like, it all comes down to, but anyway, that's a time for a different show. Although it is election time, isn't it? But, so I had to go with the Republicans. And as you know, for, in Pennsylvania, for the Republican Senate primary, well,
was Dr. Oz's name there?
Oh boy, was it. Dr. Oz, you mean the guy who probably has barely ever stepped in Pennsylvania before the last couple of fucking months? That guy? Yeah. That phony fucking asshole TV doctor who...
Hey, that's who Trump endorsed.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Well, it's so funny. So we have Oz. Basically, you got Oz, you've got, who's the guy? I served this country, and I'll serve you, Pennsylvania. Whatever. I don't forget his name now. I'm blanking. McCormick, I think, right?
Yes,
McCormick?
yes.
McCormick. Yes. And now, Catherine Bennett?
Barnett.
I keep saying Bennett. Catherine Barnett. So it turns out, and they're all different levels of Trump crazy, whatever. I can just hear, fucking show's good. Yeah, fuck you. Okay, relax. All right. All right. I don't give a shit. All right. Let's just fucking call it what it is. So you've got
the funniest thing is I feel like Dr. Oz, who got Trump's support, is probably the lowest of all of them.
I think you're probably not wrong. But he is so, you can just tell which is why, like, when Trump started making his ploy for the, you can just see how, I don't know, just how phony the whole thing is. Like, there's no real core there. You're clearly pandering. You're just you're going off a checklist of what they the rubes that you're trying to want to hear, and he's got a lot of that too. And you're right. And then there's McCormick, and he's playing up the service thing. Whatever, that's fine. And then who'd have thought the freaking black lady in 2022, that the black lady was the craziest Trumper of them all. She was there on the step to the Capitol apparently in January. She said some shit. She wants to ban entire Islam religion in this country entirely. Just these awful, awful things. And it's like, God, people, why? When did we it's because what was the Mike Judge movie about how we were fucking idiocracy, whatever it's called?
Yeah,
we don't have to really become that, but yet here we are. I'm sorry, but this is a fucking, and I know people are gonna say, what about this stuff? But I know. We've had plagues and we've had all kinds of horrible inquisitions and things in history. But what a fucking stupid ass time to be alive. It just is. It just feels rotten, doesn't it?
It's rough.
And then the pandemic and all that shit. And now we're feeling the fallout of all the closures and all that bullshit, which if you go back and listen to the audio of this podcast when I was doing the stories from the pandemic, I called that shit. Like, people aren't going to put up with it and it's going to go down bad. And so, I mean, it's everybody. You can blame all the Biden shit you want, but remember Trump? He had to sign the little stymie check. Remember all that? And we have to wait. We have to sign my name on. That guy loved giving out money too. So let's not act like it was all limited to. It was just all of it. It was just horrible decision making from the top down to the bottom. And now
somebody said it's like last month was a hell of a year.
Perfect.
And I agree.
I love that.
Like, last year was a hell of a century.
A hell of a century. So that's the fucking goddamn devil's bargain we have there in Republican. Sorry.
We'll see if she wins.
Yeah.
Between the three of them, so that's going to be actually very interesting. That and the and governor too, because you also have Mastronio and Lou Barletta,
it's like
who's from my old area up in the Northeast.
Did you hear my stupid soup joke? Did you hear my stupid soup? I said he's like a soup. He's a minestrone. It's just, I need to come to the back room, people, for the high quality, highbrow comedy content. God, yes. A lot of people really playing up the we got to get our country back, and it's. They've been ringing that bell for how long? Like the socialists are coming. Remember Obama was going to take your guns too, and that didn't fucking happen. I don't know. Oh no, I remember Trump saying he liked. They were talking about red flag laws, and he was talking about he liked the idea that you can take the guns first and due process second. There's a video out there of him saying, if you don't believe me, so hey, there's your Mr. Strong Second Amendment guy there. So.
He's doctored that up. The deep state did that.
I love that one too. My wife and I have talked about this a lot. When the people scream fake news. I'm sorry. For the most part, I'm not offending mass media or whatever, but for the most part, showing a video of someone saying something and just being like, decide for yourself. It's not fucking fake news. It's just fucking not. It's fucking not. They're like, oh, well. He didn't mean.
You're taking it out of context. You're totally taking it out of context.
He didn't mean when he said that. He was joking. They tried that one with the put the disinfectant in the lungs thing. Remember that one? That insanity.
If he was joking, then he has poor judgment and poor decision making skills. That was not a time to joke.
That's when he was questioned. He said, "I was joking." Go back and watch that video. If you've never seen anybody, I've never seen in my life anybody joking less. And I'm talking like
he needs to work on his timing and his comic.
Childhood leukemia has more fucking area for laughs than what that asshole was fucking doing that day. He was not kidding. He just wasn't. But people want to talk about fucking Slow Joe and like, well, what about that fucking maniac? But anyway, off on a rant we go, Maria. So there you go.
Yeah.
So primary
we voted.
And of course, Mr. Fetterman had a stroke. Ouch.
He did. An AFib too. He's diagnosed with AFib, but he's, I guess,
is-
doing well. They've
what-
got him managed, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah. What does that mean? AFib.
AFib is like
I'm
a.
sorry.
It's like
I'm sorry, Nurse Ratchet. That I know all your medical fucking terms there. I don't know what that means. But
it's when your heart
It's the heart.
kind of. I don't want to say skips a beat. It's a heart condition. I know this because Eric's mom had it. It's fairly common, and it's an fibula.
atrial fibrillation.
Yeah. It's the atrium of the heart doesn't close all the way, so it kind of flutters.
Okay.
If I'm wrong, please, somebody with a medical degree, tell me exactly what it is.
Well, wait a minute. I must have that because every time I see you, my heart flutters a little bit.
You should get that checked out.
Also,
I
could
need
be
medication to manage that, Gary.
It could be a lot of. I eat a lot of cheesesteaks too, so it could.
That could be it too.
Something to do with that.
Well, Fetterman's a big dude, so I'm
yes,
sure he's had quite a
6'8".
few. And that's the thing too. I feel like larger, like just like NBA players and stuff, like large, and I'm talking big, ginormous people,
right,
tend to have bigger hearts, which can be, need to be managed a little bit better.
Well, don't forget too, they've got more area where it has to pump to.
True.
They've got more
Very true.
things out there, their hands and their toes. And I mean, think about it. For the most part, you don't see a lot of 85-year-old 6'5" and above guys. And I don't just mean because shrinkage a little bit.
No, it's true. Because
Bill Russell.
It's like big dogs. You know what I mean? Big doggies. They don't live as long as the little
true,
doggies.
I know. That's always
so.
But I think Bill Russell, former Celtic great, he's probably, he might be close 6'10", 6'11", and he's still alive. He's still,
yes,
I think he's 80s, whatever. But
I think he is pushing 80 now.
Yeah, I think 80s. I think, but so yes, there you go. So voting day, and Pennsylvania getting a lot of attention this time because we're a swing state, I guess.
Yeah.
And, so
Wee-woo.
I don't know. Any thoughts on anything? Any of that?
Well, I'm gonna be really sick of all the friggin' commercials by the end of it all because it's bananas, and I don't know how those commercials actually. I feel like at this point, it's like I don't know how you can be like, I'm just not sure who I'm gonna vote for.
Oh, the old on the fence argument, yeah.
I just do not understand anybody. I mean, their moderation is just not there right now, and I just don't understand a person who's like, I just don't know. I mean, I like that they're pro-choice, but I hate brown people, so I just don't know. I just don't know which way I'm going to go.
I'm going to isolate that little clip, by the way, and just play that in. Maria Jarrell once said this.
It's taken out of context.
It's taken out of context.
It's taken out of context. Totally out of context. It's fake news.
Fake news. A lot of commercials, and I get a lot of the mailers and things. We all do it, but I get the Republican ones, and again, Denise and I were laughing about this. I mean, it's so it's like one time Mehmet Oz was seen giving a nod of appreciation to Hillary Clinton. Is that who you want in charge? Like these little tiny, anything they ever did means that they're gonna Dr. Oz is gonna, open up the gate and all of them are gonna come in. You know who I mean by them. Because one time he went to a Taco Bell.
Fill in whoever you don't like as a them.
There you go. Dr. Oz was once seen at a Taco Bell, putting Mexicans above normal Americans. Well, actually normal. Don't shut up. I don't want to hear it. He did that. And what's with that name anyway? Dr. Mehmet Oz. Mehmet sounds kind of a 9/11-y to me. You can't vote for that guy. And it's fucking fun. And by the way, obviously I'm joking those last couple, but not that fucking far off. It is not that fucking far off from that. Like Jesus Christ, dude! I
was up north, going through my parents' house.
Yes.
My father passed away in the summer, at the end of summer, early.
Yes, let's switch gears on that. Here we go. Yes.
But I'll switch it this way.
Okay.
So when I was up there, I stayed at my brother's house, and of course there were some ads that were running for their local state representatives and things like that. Mm-hmm. And I blocked out the name of the guy, but his ad was. I thought it was like a bad SNL sketch. I really did. But then I holy shit, this guy's serious.
Right.
He said his name. I can't remember his name. He said his name. He had an AK-57 in his hand.
Of course.
Said, my name's and this is how I'll defend your rights. And he started shooting at a firing range.
Nice.
right?
Right.
Like just blasting bullets left and right. And then he turned to the camera and says, I'll be there to protect the Second Amendment. And that was the entire ad.
I don't think that's the brand, but close enough. I think AK-47, I think.
And maybe it was a large gun.
And it could be
I don't know
AR-15.
guns very well.
Yes.
I don't know what it was. It was a big ass gun, Gary, and it shot a lot of bullets in a very short period of time at this one target. And I was just like,
yeah,
that's it.
Yeah.
What's your stance on commercial zoning?
Yeah. what are your thoughts on getting rid of some of the local zoning issues that are keeping houses from being built to help more people? Lock and load, motherfucker. Which
Second Amendment?
Yeah. Which
I'm like, wow,
man,
know. I gotta find that ad. It's got to be on YouTube somewhere. I gotta find it.
You and I definitely. I get your point, like if that's what you're showcasing. Overall, I am absolutely pro. I am pro fucking 3D print them at home. People like, you want people to have tanks? Fuck yeah. And you know why people don't have? By the way, Arnold Schwarzenegger does own a fucking tank, so it's not like you can't get a tank.
I mean,
damn right he does.
They're expensive. I'm surprised Elon Musk
That's it. You nailed it. That's exactly why people don't have. Like, you want people to have, yeah, but you know what? They don't, because they're fucking expensive. They're cost prohibitive. So, yeah, I don't.
And the upkeep. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Do you know how hard it is to put one of those into a gas station? Crazy.
Oh, ding, 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 ding,
and if
ding,
you have
ding.
to parallel park, it's a nightmare.
Look at the sticker. Joe Biden did this. Yeah, way to go, Brandon. He put the prices up. Ugh, God. But yeah, no, I don't. I grew up in one area. Well, you did too, really.
Yeah.
You know, an area
so
where.
Anyway.
Yeah, that doesn't. But.
And but it was just like, that's it.
That's it.
And in some way, I was like, well, you can't say you don't know what you're standing for. You can't say that you buried the lead.
It's true.
Because it was right out there.
There were some people. I saw an ad during the 16 cycle where a guy was in his truck and he's like, I think he was telling his sidearm and talking about like, well, I'm going to head to the border to go give a hand. Like that kind of like, I think he was from Texas or a border area where it's like, it was just like, I'm going to go help round them up or like something not that far off like that. Like that was pretty close to the, wording that he used. And it's just like, wow.
Is he heading to the airport? Because they usually come through the airport.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think he'll be able to go in the airport.
And how come they don't bitch about, how about Sven, the fucking Swedish fucking student? He's all right.
Because he's white.
Yeah. And then, of course, then that goes into the, we don't really have to go too much down this road because I want to get to the Maria Goes Home. But that goes back to that fucking replacement theory shit that led to the goddamn Buffalo shooting. And, okay, listen, I'm going to go off a little bit of a rant here. All right, like Dennis Miller, babe, okay? Listen, you little tiny dick, aggrieved fucking white fucking Maynard asshole fucks, all right? Believe me, if that's what you have to do because you're worried about being replaced, you might need to be replaced. Maybe, because if you think just by default,
too much.
Yeah, if you think just by default, by the very fact that you're Caucasian, that you are by default better than anyone who, has a fucking drop of fucking color in their skin, go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself, Travis, you fucking asshole. It's enough. Enough with this bullshit. People, wake the fuck up. And stop with they're our country back. They're coming to take our fucking relax, okay? We'll be fine. All right? First of all, yeah, you're sequestered in a fucking small goddamn Bally, Pennsylvania, whatever. I'm going to get a lot of fucking shit from my friends back home, but whatever. Yeah, you'll be fine. Fucking relax, okay? They're coming to get, fucking are they? You racist fuck. There's no room for fucking racism on the Backroom fucking show, by the way. Fuck that. There you go. The Backroom says, fuck you, racism. Here you go. Yeah. Fucking take that.
I know,
fucking...
it's a very controversial stance these days, but I feel
it kind of is, which is fucking just insane, so. But anyway. So, Maria.
Anyway. Yes.
You went home.
I went home for a week.
You did.
I was up. I'm originally from the Wilkes-Barre, Scranton area.
By the way, say that again, that first one, because that's been a source of controversy about how you pronounce it.
Wilkes-Barre.
Wilkes-Barre, here you go. Some people say
bar,
all that kind of bullshit. And by the way, sorry.
Barry is what Wilkes-Barre. You might even go Wilkes-Barre, Berry.
Berry, like a berry, yeah.
Yeah,
and it's not the same area, but by the way, people, it's fucking Lancaster, okay? It's Lancaster, not fucking Lancaster, motherfuckers. I'm angry. I'm unnecessarily angry guy. Motherfucker, quit fucking pronouncing towns wrong. I am way disproportionately angry about that than I fucking should be, aren't I? Oops.
Well, we have a town up near us called it's spelled Throop.
Throop.
Yeah.
Throop.
Troop.
Just troop. Okay, that makes no sense.
That's
insane.
H.
That doesn't make sense. But anyway, all right, sorry.
Dumb.
Yeah, so Maria, so you went home.
Give
us a quick little reason why you were there. It was not the happiest of times, but
well, yeah. My brother's family's up there, so I stayed with them. My dad passed away at the end of August of last year. Mom has been gone about 13. She died in 2013, so it's like 9 years ago. So now that he is gone, my brother and I are tasked with the fun task of emptying the house out and getting it ready to hopefully sell in the near future. Dad had dementia in the end, at the end of his life, so we didn't want to really start. He was maybe living in 2 or 3 rooms at the time, but we didn't want to really take anything out at that point because he had it was better for him to have the routine, and know where everything was. Yeah.
Because you don't know what the smallest thing could, where's that jar or that whatever. Exactly. Yeah, that's smart.
Exactly. Yeah. So when he started mentally declining, we were kind of like, well, it's just gonna have to wait until he's gone. So he did pass away in the spring. I mean, in the summer, and Christmas, fall, all that stuff. Started doing a little bit here and there to kind of got all the clothes out, got some of his mementos and memorabilia. He was a football player and back in the day, and he had coached for many, many years.
Long-time coach, right?
Yeah. He coached high school football for almost 26 years. And then he also coached some college ball as well. And then Christmas came and everything kind of stopped. And then, this winter was cold and crazy. Anyway, so now spring is here and we're like, we really need to get this done. So that's what I was doing. I went up and I started in the kitchen. And the dining room. I figured there's lots of drawers and cupboards there that need to be emptied. And
lots of little things, yes.
Right. Like clothing was gone, a lot of that. Upstairs stuff was taken care of, but like all the minutia of the stuff that you use the most, and also the stuff that seems to accumulate the most was what I wanted to tackle. So I had a week and I was like, okay, well, let's do this. So I started in the kitchen. I went drawer to drawer, cupboard to cupboard. And the things I found. It's funny. I feel like everybody who has parents, there's a point in your life where
I was going to make fun of you for what you just said, but I realized, sadly, not everyone does have parents. I was going to say, Murray, everyone has parents, but I'm like, that's not true.
Yeah, it's true. Or houses to empty out. But I feel like at a certain point, your parents' house, it changes when you're there. You'll get new furniture, or you'll get new appliances, or we're going to redo the kitchen. But then eventually, at a certain point in your life, your parents' house, time-wise, just stops.
Pause.
And it just, I don't know what that is. Yep. I don't know if it's like in the 60s, if in their 60s or something. Like you get to a point and it just, time stops. And for my parents, it was about 1995.
And it's how old would they have been, ballpark then?
Well, let's see.
Because I think that's a factor. I think it's like
probably about the age I am now, actually. Yeah. That's I better go buy new furniture.
I mean, if you think about it, though, it makes sense. It's like when a little bit younger, and you're hey, we're gonna make it this, and you have all these ambitions, and we're gonna put that room on or do this thing, or whatever. Right. And then you get older, and you go, now I just want to fucking chill and relax in the thing, and then you just kind of
kids are out of the house, right? We're done with that, and we want to spend our money, going on cruises or going on vacation with our friends, or
think about it. You want to be 65 and doing a $70,000 fucking remodel or something.
Also, my dad retired. Right, you're now on a fixed income.
True.
I mean, he was a school teacher, public school teacher, so he had a very nice pension, and he got he was doing well. But do you want to spend $15,000 on a completely renovated bathroom?
That's beer and titty bar money, Maria, is what that is.
Absolutely, that's right. That's a lot of pizza you can buy.
It's a lot of strippers putting money in, well, anyway.
Yeah.
Not that your dad would have done that, No.
Yeah. But yeah. So when I went in, like a lot of the stuff, like my mom, circa early to late 1990s,
Right.
silk flowers were a thing. Lots of silk flowers in vases, and silk flowers on top of cabinets, and silk ivy on top of the, in a planter on the dining room table. So one trip to the Goodwill was just silk flowers, giant silk flower wreaths that hung on walls, and so I was like, there was a lot of silk flowers that I sneezed for about 3 hours afterwards because my dad was there. They did not. Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was like a little bit of a time capsule.
And it's important to point out that your parents were both Italian, correct?
Yes, my father was half Italian. My mom was full-blooded Italian.
Yes. And I've known a lot of Italian people, and there seems to also be something extra about holding on to like the customs and things, Oh, you have to have this. So you have to have the goddamn wooden fork and spoon or some shit on the wall.
Oh, we used to have that. I think that's down in the basement. I haven't gotten there yet.
Of course you have. So
and
anyway.
A picture of the picture of the Last Supper. Yeah, I have that up as well.
So anyway, so just a little bit of context there. So
yeah. So then I started going through, and I realized my dad did not cook. So after my mom passed away, really anything. He microwaved stuff, but he didn't really like cook. So like all that cookware and stuff was just in the drawers, just sitting there. But I found a lot of like cool things. The best time capsule I found was the liquor cabinet, which I don't think had been opened for at least 15 years. My mom and dad were not big drinkers.
Right.
Dad liked a beer. Mom would have an occasional glass of Moscato with dinner. But like,
which is like a fancy. It's a fancy wine or something, right? Moscato.
It's a sweet, bubbly white wine.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very sweet. Mom didn't like dry wines. She just liked the sweet wine.
Okay.
But you always had your liquor cabinet for when parties and people came over. So when I opened that thing up, it was like that. I actually think that the wood had contracted and expanded because there's no air conditioning in the house so much that I literally had to take like a butter knife to like crack it open. I felt like Indiana Jones there trying to get
how much sand
open.
to put in the bag.
But and there was just so many like gin. Like my parents don't drink gin. I think I took a few pictures.
Yes.
Of things.
I do have them. Yes.
So like you would buy, a nice bottle of spirits for whoever liked to have a gin martini or a vodka martini.
Would you like me to show the gin?
Yes. So when I saw the first thing I saw was this gin bottle, which I was like, just the style alone. I was like, this has got to be at least 50 years old. Because Ghibli's gin, first of all, I don't even know if that exists anymore. But my friend noticed, he said, if you look at the top part of the cap, which I cut off because it was, I didn't realize, there's like that strip going up and over.
Right.
That was like the tax.
I was going to say, it looks like a tax strip. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Which they don't even, I don't think they do that.
Kind of what they did with cigarettes. They put a little bit, a thing on the bottom, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that by the way, just below, just right where the middle of the label in the white? Is that where the liquid line is? It's pretty far down, right? Okay.
Yes, it's pretty far down.
So they did not hit it, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, no. I'm sure that friends of theirs, many a gin martini, I'm sure, was made, but not enough to finish the bottle of Ghibli's gin.
Here's what I'm picturing. Okay.
Ghibli's.
I'm picturing. Okay, here it is, 1979, going into 1980. You go. I'll tell you what. When Carter wipes the floor with Ronald Reagan, we're going to bust out this fucking gin and we're going to say, what happened? I'm sorry, what happened?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, put it back.
Let me just
put that
back in the.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. It's, I tell you what, it's kind of pretty, it's got the frosted.
Some of the bottles were very, very interesting. Well, I should have put the bottle of Cristal there for you.
Oh, right. The
Cristal. You were asking me.
Right.
That's
I know, right?
That's early aughts, I think. Maybe late 90s for Cristal, right?
Yeah,
Wasn't that big with?
Well, I was gonna say because you put that up on some of the, on social media. I'm like, were your parents rappers?
Yes. My
Jesus
kid.
Christ! Did they have velvet ropes that only certain people could sit in, and they were just pouring the
I don't know.
Cristal,
Yeah.
baby?
And then you
Yeah,
had there were classics in there. There was the Canadian Mist and
the Seagrams.
the Seagram's
Gotta have the
Rio.
Seagrams. Yeah.
And yeah, they did have I did have a bottle of Absolute vodka, so that
Okay.
pushes us up into the early aughts, I
Yeah,
would say.
yeah.
But yeah, and just I was like, what do I have to just chuck this, right? I can't, this is not drinkable anymore. It can't be. It
I,
was in that musty like liquor
it's
cabinet for
closed. I
10
don't know.
years.
Wine can be
It
old.
was
It's alcohol.
I
I don't know.
well, when
Alcohol kills things, right? I don't know.
I dumped it and it
Yeah.
all smelled like rubbing alcohol. It
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 may.
did
Yeah, I don't know if it
smell
something
like
happens.
I
It
know what
changes.
bourbon, I know what whiskey is supposed to smell like, and when I poured it, it did not
It
smell
does
like
smell like it.
anymore.
My parents we had a very extremely small house, 5 kids and 2 fat adults in a way too small house, and they had. They thought they were going to be entertaining for a while. I mean, they may have had people one freaking time. So all the booze that they had for a little tiny rolling bar made its way
Yep.
upstairs into the attic. And once I turned like 13, 14, I started systematically selling off all the bottles to different friends and people I knew. Because, what the hell, they weren't ever drinking it. So,
Right. Yes,
so
you never got caught, I guess.
never got caught.
Yeah.
So I'd like to thank some of you scumbags in the greater Boyertown area for buying booze and spirits from Gary's teenage liquor store. So,
Gary's, come to the liquor
come
attic.
to
Where we got all your teenage drinking needs.
you want a half
You
a
need
bottle, half a
Do you
bottle
need
of
a third
gin?
a third of a bottle of vodka? We got that.
Dude, I think I sold shit to people that wasn't even booze, like mixers and
Yeah.
bitters and
Would
bitters.
would you like a bottle of apricot schnapps that has one shot glass left that's been used?
You fucking joke, but I think that's exactly what I think that was in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a hodgepodge of things that they, cracked,
yeah.
had a couple of glasses of and never touched again. And
Yeah.
I don't think hold on, statute of limitations. Any lawyers out there, let me know. Okay, I don't know if I can still on the hook for that. But
I
anyway.
think you're good.
Yeah.
I think you're good.
So yeah, that was definitely a time capsule right there, that's for sure. Wowza.
Yeah. So yeah. I also was interested in I started like pulling things out and putting things in boxes. And if you do the first picture,
the cords?
this was a thing, yes. This was a thing with my dad.
Ooh.
He and these were the ones that were just in the kitchen.
Just
by the way.
just randomly in the kitchen. Just in the kitchen, yeah.
Yeah.
No big deal.
He I don't know what he was trying to hook up or what have you. And I've been told by my brother when I showed him this picture, he's like, I'm pretty sure he shorted all those out. He's like, I don't think any of them work anymore.
Yeah, it's possible, yeah.
Yeah. So he would, just so he wouldn't have to get behind things. Like he would just, but then he would just wrap them up and then he'd just put them to the side and then he'd forget where he put it. So he'd grab another one from the garage and then he'd wrap that up. Notice they're all perfectly wrapped. They were always wrapped nicely.
People, I think, often overestimate how much they're going to need them, though, too. You know what I mean?
I know people like, that's good. That's you never know you're going to need all those. I'm like, well, they don't work, so none of them are good.
And it's hard to tell. Let me I can see a little bit better on my view here, program view.
I mean, some are more industrial.
Some are definitely like the one up. It doesn't have a grounding thing.
Mm-hmm.
The brown one. It's probably those flat ones. Where you can put like a couple in, but they don't have a grounding plug for them.
Those were the Christmas lights ones, if I remember correctly.
Bingo! You know what? God damn it, Maria! You're exactly fucking right. That's exactly fucking right. That's actually probably what they did with them.
Yeah.
I think you fucking nailed it. That's the kind of thing you do for Christmas lights and things. Because you can't, to put the shit over here, but the outlet's way over there, and you have to run there you go.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that is quite a dad collection there, isn't it? Wow.
It is very much so.
Yeah, look at that.
So I worked through the kitchen and I got like a lot of drawers that just had like keys. I'm like, I have no idea what these keys are
keys,
for.
yeah.
Just random keys and keys that were not of this century. I mean, they were like keys that you clearly like maybe was to like a 1979 Plymouth Duster that we had back in the day. But I'm like, well, can't throw it out. It might be for something. So I had this big jar of keys that I had. And then I started working on like the plates. My mom had so many Corelle. She had 4 sets of Corelles, but none of them were complete.
Right.
And like, I don't know if she just got them she worked at Kmart for quite a few years, so
Right.
maybe if she like some went on sale, she would grab them. So many plates.
They were full sets, but she's Italian, and she
That's
got
true.
mad.
Yeah.
Fill in the blanks. No, hold on. I don't know what this means. We've got.
Or she was like me and just clumsy and just broke.
That's that too. Yeah, we have. I don't know who you are. Who? Mr. Mike 66 saying ring baloney. Oh, Mr.
Bologna.
Oh, is that Sean? Is that you, Sean? Is that Sean Milky? Might
Does
be.
it look like ring bologna? My all
Yeah. Oh, is that what you're saying? You're saying all the cords look like rim baloney? Oh yeah, that's
Maybe.
Sean. Is that you, Sean?
If
Pipe
they had
in.
been hanging, if you had them hanging in the corner of the kitchen, that would be even better because then it would definitely be like ring bologna.
Right. Okay. Thanks a lot now, fucking milkman, because now I want to eat the fuck out of some ring bologna. God, I don't have any else. I think I just threw some away. I had some cut that had been around for a while, so, you know. But there you go. Yeah, that's the milkman right there. Ring bologna. Yeah, it kind of does, doesn't it? Yeah.
Can you bring up the picture of the Sylvester glass, which I think is for number
boy, can I?
4?
There it is.
All right. So
yes, this is one of my favorites.
Some of the glasses that I found in my travels there, taking out the glassware. First of all, that one next to Sylvester is I got that when I graduated college. Is my Dickinson College class of 1990 mug, which I took home with me. Thank you very much.
Damn right you did.
But the Sylvester glass is I took that as well because this was part, and only people of a certain age are going to get this.
Right.
Back in the day, Burger King and McDonald's would have like these glasses. You would buy a soda and you would get
collectible
glasses, right?
Yeah.
So this was one of a set. They had Sylvester. You'd have to go during week. Like the first week was only Sylvester, and then the second week or the third week was like Foghorn Leghorn,
Tweety
and then
Bird,
the next time was Bugs Bunny and Tweety Bird. I think there's a Tweety Bird one in the basement. I think I saw it like with like pens in it or something. So I think we might have the Tweety Bird one. And
hold on, and I would like to point something out. Who's old? Who's older, you or your brother?
I am.
Okay, so you're older, but how much older?
A year.
A year.
And a half.
So let's say there were no kids in that house since what? 87.
Yeah.
87.
I
so
went
it wasn't
to school,
like you were little.
86.
So those have been around for a while.
The glass has a date of copyright 1973.
That might just be for the image, but yeah, I don't know, maybe.
But that might have been.
I tell you what, it looks great too.
It's in pretty good condition. That's why I took it. I think we might actually have a Speedy Gonzales one in the basement too.
Wow. Back when cartoons were racist as shit, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that one might be collectible now. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, some people collect these. They think they're like, they had jelly jars, did the same thing. Like you would have a jelly jar. I think we have a jelly jar that Eric had from a kid when he was a kid. And I think it had Bugs Bunny on it too as well.
Wow.
That you would just keep it. And then you would that would be your drinkware. So
hold on, yeah.
So Sylvester came home with me because I do remember drinking out of those and stuff. I've got the Bakerware, the vintage Pyrex in the back there, which apparently now everyone goes gaga over.
Yes. Sean, and again, we had everyone. Yeah. There you go.
Yep.
Yeah,
Sean's Bugs Bunny.
But Sean is between us in age.
Yeah.
Yeah, right in the middle there. Yep. So that's
Sylvester, Bugs Bunny, Speedy Gonzales, I think Foghorn Leghorn, might have been Elmer Fudd as well. Pepe Le Pew. There was like 6 or 7. And once you got them, like they didn't bring them back.
Right.
So like maybe it was a month you could get that, and then they'd be like, then be on to the next one.
And I see you got the if you look in the foreground there on the left, that's the famous overused Angels. I forget the name of it.
Yes, that was actually one of my sister-in-law's mugs that happened too.
Right.
I found so much of theirs because they live a mile up the road. So he would go to their house for dinner because he wasn't cooking.
Right.
And so like sometimes he'd have a cup of coffee and he'd just take the mug with him. You know what I mean? He'd just take the mug with him. So I said to her, like, are these yours? She goes, yeah, they're ours. So the ones I knew that were hers, I just took back because it was just there was a lot of
that's pretty funny. He just like, I would take this home with me, put it in the car, or whatever.
Yeah, and my brother'd go over and go, this is one of our mugs, and Nina's like, just leave it, it's fine. We know where it is. It's not a big deal.
Let's do one more. And then let's talk about our sponsor, and then we'll finish them up,
Sure.
okay? Because there are some gems. I love this. This is great. You want to go to the prom glass?
I do.
There you
one
go.
Of the other glasses that I found up in the top cabinet up on top of where the refrigerator was. I pulled out this gem right here. This is my 1985 junior prom glass. The theme, tender years. Right there.
Tender, here it is. Look closely. It's kind of, there's a little bit of reflection there, but look closely. You can see tender years, which sounds like that's so 80s. Because wasn't there a song like tender love, tender love?
It was
so
tender years. Because I sent it to Eric, and he was like, oh shoot, what did he say? I mean, he knew this. He knew it. He's like, yeah, that was I think Eddie and the Cruisers, I think was did the song, like on the dark side.
Oh, that was it was from Eddie and the Cruisers movie. It was John Rafferty and the Beaver Brown Band. Fucking Google it. John Rafferty.
That's what Tender Years was.
It's strangely for it being a high school, a junior. You said a junior prom.
Yeah.
It's a little
John Cafferty and the Beaver
Brown. John Cafferty. That was close. Yeah. It's a little suggestive, isn't it?
It is.
Years.
It's kind of creepy.
It's kind of. Thank you. I don't want to be. I mean, we always know that I always take things to the to the creep zone.
No,
but I'm glad you agree with me, Maria. Yes.
Creepy. Yeah. I completely obviously forgotten that that was our theme, and I looked at it and I went. First of all, and also they're giving you a wine glass.
That's right. That's right. Anyway, good fucking. You know what's funny? That point completely went over my head. Good fucking point.
Fill that up with Coca-Cola, don't we? Huh?
I could just see because there's always every class has an advisor, like it was a teacher or something.
Yeah.
And he's just like, why don't we think about tender years? Because you guys are also tender. And all right, I guess just do what he says, you creep.
Oh my
you
gosh.
fucking creep.
Yeah.
Ooh. And you're right, it's a big fucking wine goblet looking thing.
Yeah, it's pretty big. I might actually, after we're done here, wash it out and have a glass of wine.
Let me tell you something.
And remember my tender years.
Let me tell you something, Maria. All right? We're very good friends. I adore you. And if I don't get a goddamn photograph after this show's over of you enjoying some wine in that glass, we're going to have a problem. That's all.
Okay. Duly noted.
Yes, I want to see that. I want to see, and we'll put it on the Instagram. How about that? How about you take a picture and we'll put it on the Instagram? Anyway, here's a fun thing. Hey, everybody, if you've got your version of this, your prom things, because I think ours was like a time to remember or looking back, which is funny because when you're 17, like, ooh, looking back. What the fuck are you looking back at? You were 10 like 7 years ago. Whoop-de-doo, But
I don't even know if they do favors anymore. Like, Ellie's been to 3 proms.
Favors, that's the word.
I think the one she just got a bag of M&Ms and with like the colors of the school. I think for Methacton she got like an insulated drink holder.
Right.
And I don't know if she got anything for senior prom, but I was just like, glassware is not in the equation anymore, clearly.
You know what probably happened? Somebody from our era at some point who became a teacher or something is going, hey, just a thought. We're giving out wine glasses. Has anyone ever noticed that? Has anyone noticed we're giving out adult?
We're giving out adult stemware. And they're like, what's going on?
They're like, we fucking are, aren't we? Holy shit, never thought about that.
It was a different time, Gary. It was a different time.
Different time. A kid could get drunk and.
I mean, I'm guessing if you went to the prom like the 1958, you got a pack of smokes with the name of the prom on it. So. Times change.
There you go. The theme was
smoke 'em up.
Smoke 'em up. Smoke.
Life's short. Smoke 'em up. Your life expectancy is 58.
That's
Go
right.
for it.
The Hamilton class of 1958. Don't be a pussy.
45% of you are not going to make the 20-year reunion, so have at it.
We've looked into the future, and there's a lot of wars coming up, so a lot of you aren't gonna. So
hit those lucky strikes hard. Go for it. Life's meaningless.
Those things that you might do in the future when you're older. You might want to. You should probably get on that. Yeah.
Yeah, jump on it now.
Jump on it now.
Don't worry about it.
Ouch. All right.
Yeah. So that came home with me as well.
All right. And like I said, there better be a picture of you drinking booze out of that.
All right.
Post haste. All right.
If I have to.
Speaking of drinking, I don't. What?
Speaking of tender years.
Tender years. Taking drink. That's right. You know, these are the tender years of your home.
Do you have some tenderness? Do you have some termite damage? Maybe you have some tender wood on your deck. That's not good.
Fucking nailing it. Maria, I tell you what, and let's be clear, you're a perennial all-star, but you are bringing your fucking AA plus game today. Exactly right. Do you have some tender spots in your home? Maybe your siding could use a little tender loving.
That's right. Maybe, yeah. You could have termites. Then you have a lot of tender wood around your house.
Spots. You know what? What you need to do, you need to call my man Chris Herder at Exeter Gutter Cleaning, LLC.
Yes.
There you go.
Absolutely.
I mean, we tell you about Chris and Exeter. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's true. You know what? Before we get into this, that's true. Sean again. Hold on. Let me get into this. I have this button way up here. This is true. I've seen a few. You get a bunch of 1980s promenades on YouTube. That's true. That's a really good point, Sean, because, you know, they taped all that shit. And somebody got a copy. And now, so yeah. And I know I've seen at least several classes around me in my era on YouTube. So, and those are always a ball to watch because you go.
Ellie's prom. She went to the Springport Senior Prom, and they did a live feed on YouTube.
Yeah.
Of the promenade, of them coming in and talking.
Yeah, and good call, Milkman, because I've seen some of those, and you go, ooh.
Oh, some of those tuxes and outfits are just they're so good. So good.
Some of the looks.
High hair.
I graduated in 89. Sean was in 87. So it was just fucking mullets galore. Mullets. And that's just the women.
Mullets and perms.
That's just the girls.
Mullets and perms.
Yes. So that's a good call. So yeah, look up some, and even if it's not your school, just look up random 80s promenades and things. And they are a hoot. It's pretty fucking funny. Good call, Sean. All right. So back to Exeter Gutter Cleaning. It's time, people. It's spring now. We're in the warm weather.
Yep. No more excuses.
No more excuses. People are out and about. They're walking their dogs now. They're looking at people's houses and they're going, hey, honey, I just got back from walking Fido. You know, the Johnsons did on the street. You don't want your asshole neighbors talking about your place, do you? Do you, Maria? You don't want your asshole neighbors,
absolutely not.
No, but Yvonne, what is someone to do, Maria? Tell me.
I think if you do not want to tackle the problem yourself, which is completely reasonable, you need to get a qualified person in there to make sure the job is done right.
With the right tools, by the way.
With the right tools and the right attitude.
Right. Oh.
And that's Chris Herder.
That's Chris Herder.
From Exeter Gutter and Cleaning.
Exeter Gutter Cleaning LLC.
And more.
We're working on him calling it and more because he does so much more. The gutter cleaning, which by the way, he'll do it. He'll install new gutter guards. He did some stuff for me. I mean, perfect. But you go, but I don't need that. I need some other things. I need A, B, C, and D. Guess what? Guess what, homie? It's your lucky day because he's got you covered. Chances are, if you need something done at your house, he's going to do it for you. And it's not just exterior, some interior work too. So, you know, it depends on what it is, but there's only one way to find out by calling that number right there. See that number right there, Maria?
I do.
You know what? This is also an audio podcast, so
that's true.
Why don't you say it so people listen?
Yes. You should call 610-698-3876.
Holy shit, that was so good. You know what? You're making me want to call right now. I should just call him. I should call Chris. Dude,
he's also on Facebook.
What do you want? What do you want, man? Hey, Chris, I need some work done. There you go. Yeah. So go to the Facebook page. He's got a ton of before and after photos of the work he's done. And you're going to go, holy, I'm talking like he's redone decks. You know, like I said, windows. I had issues. Boom. Replaced my window in my basement. Never been better. I'm telling you. It's that, you know, we always say about this. You're tired of living your before, get your after, right? Get after your after and call. Because let's be honest, you're not going to do it. Or maybe, again, you don't have the skills or the tools to do it. And that's okay. Because, you know what? There's other things you're good at, you know. I don't know what, but probably something. Maria, what are some things you're good at?
I make a mean peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Okay.
I am highly proficient at getting out grass stains out of my daughter's uniforms.
A lot of years of experience on that, haven't you?
A lot of years of experience on that. I also am really good at getting very good parking at certain events.
Ooh, nice.
And and I'm really good at beating the rush at a restaurant.
Nice. Can I say something that I think you're good at?
What am I good at, Garrett?
Smiling.
Oh,
Just making
thanks,
people
Garrett.
just making people feel good.
That just comes naturally.
So good at it.
Yeah.
And you know who else will make you feel good? Chris Herter at Gutter Cleaning LLC. When he comes and he goes, all right, here you go. Look at the job
And
done.
if you call, let him know that you found out about him through the Backroom Network and the Backroom Show.
Boom. Tell him the back room sent you.
Right.
There you go.
Yep, absolutely.
All right. Beautiful. All right. So, Maria, let's get back to it. Our little walk down memory lane in the Pittston area.
Let me tell you. So, yeah, it was a lot. It was I was very pleased with the progress that I made because I'd gone in the past and it was just too overwhelming. Like I'd start in one room and then I'd get distracted and I'd go into another room and then and then I felt like I got nothing done. This was at least one time where I was like, I'm getting stuff done. So it felt really, really good. Then also figuring out what to give away and what to throw away. Because
Milky, classic, by the way. Thank you.
Yeah.
Classic. Sorry. Yes.
was really something because like I found lots of dupes. Like I found.
Did you do the dumpster thing? Did you go fuck it?
I did not do a dumpster yet.
Okay.
There were certainly things that I looked at and go, I'm saving that for the dumpster because they're like larger pieces of furniture. A lot of the upholstered furniture, which I said was like circa 1990s. My dad had like sat on them so much that they were all they just were not.
Dude,
they're not,
so
they're
many
not
spaghetti
good.
farts. So many spaghetti farts on those,
Crazy.
right?
So many. So those I like are just putting to the side. I'm like, okay, these are just going straight into a dumpster. But
is there by any chance is there a college nearby? Because there might be a frat or somebody who's like, oh.
Yeah, not for these. No,
Yeah,
I would
fair
not
enough.
even. I wouldn't dare. I wouldn't even dare.
Fair enough.
Some things were worth saving, some things weren't. But like the thing that I kind of thought was interesting too was like you said with the time capsule thing, right? You start at this one point and then time stands still. But also, I found with some things it was like a time capsule in that look how far we've come. I found this. It's the hand blender, the hand mixer.
Oh, the mixer. Yes. I've got some thoughts on this.
I found 3 hand mixers.
Look at that, baby.
3 hand mixers, all of which worked, but this one was by far the oldest. And I am fairly certain that this was on her wedding registry, which would have been 1963.
Yeah.
64,
look at that
63.
thing. Look at the lines. Look at the color.
It is that bright turquoise color.
That was a popular car color too back in the day.
It looks like it could be like something like it's got that futuristic kind of look. Yes, that was
which
very
makes
big
me
then.
think it might be from the 50s because that was a big thing when the space program. I'm going to put my nerd hat on now. When the space program was getting big, it really all kind of started in the 50s, the post World War II rocket era,
right?
And they were doing. I'm a big fan of this thing called Googie, which is kind of a font. You see a lot of old hotels that have like the diamond, like Las Vegas has all that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like that. Actually, even our logo. Actually, it's kind of based on it. Let me go to our. There you go. Kind of that old bar site. That 60s, 50s, 60s car. So they intentionally made a lot of things that they thought resembled like futuristic, because honestly, the first time I saw it, you know what it reminded me of? The spaceship in Futurama. And
oh, really?
Yes, I'm looking at it.
Starship Enterprise.
Yes, it looks like a goddamn spaceship, like a fictional spaceship. Yeah,
right.
Look at that thing.
And
how many pancakes were made with that thing, Maria?
I don't know, but I found this was the third one I found. Like I found a regular KitchenAid blender, hand mixer, which is like, I have one of those. It's fine. Then I found an Oster one, which was like a turbo one that had like a beater attachment and like a dough kneader attachment. Right. I'm like, maybe I'll take this one for me because then the one that I have is like the one that I left, got when I got my first apartment. I was like, oh, that one can go. And then I found this one and I was like, I was like, what are the, first of all, that she kept it. Yeah. And I'm like, well, I guess it would work. Like, why would she keep it if it didn't work? And I plugged it in, and it ran. It's great. I mean, it had a little bit of the burnt smell, the first couple minutes, because I'm sure there was enough dust inside the motor to start a small fire.
A little bit of the ozone smell, yeah.
But it worked, and I have a friend who is very much into vintage stuff, and this color is like she's got cookware that's this color. Like she just loves this color, and then And I posted it online, and I was like, look what I found. And she's like, oh my God, it's beautiful. I said, do you want it? She's like, are you kidding? I'm like, no, take it. I won't use it.
Right.
And I know you enjoy that kind of, that time period and stuff, and it works. I said,
yeah.
So, I mean, it's a little grungy. It needs a good, maybe a nice good spit and polish. And
really? Because it looks pretty damn good from here.
Yeah. There's like a little grime in the cracks and stuff that maybe, if you take a little bit of like a Goo Gone to get the grease, or a little bit of Dawn dishwashing liquid and just get in there, and it can look probably.
Oh, look, we're turning into Snoop Dogg and
Martha Stewart.
Martha Stewart, yeah, we're doing like a home show. The best way to get pancake batter out of your mixer is to
any kind of greasy, grimy
greasy,
stuff. And
grimy.
that was the thing too. Like some of these, because my dad did not cook. Some of these doors were not these cabinets weren't open like in 10 years, and there was like this film of like disuse, you know what I mean? That was just over everything.
Do you think that you could modify that to a little bit to make it into a marital aid? Your thoughts? What do you think?
I mean, anything's possible if you've got the gumption and the drive.
Honey,
I mean,
hey, honey, it's our anniversary. Why don't you get the blender?
I don't know if you'd, I don't know if you'd want to come at anybody with that. As it is now.
Hey, you figure there's two on there, so you know what that means. One in the, Hey, it wouldn't be the back room if I didn't take it there. You know what I mean? So
yes.
Yes. So wow, that lit up.
So we had a lot of triples and doubles of certain things. Only one toaster oven, which was thank God, because I don't know what I do with 4 toaster ovens. But then we got to like the cleaning products, and then I got obviously.
Boom. There it is.
Yeah, I found 3 boxes of Brillo. One of which was open. The other 2, not so much.
They even finished. You know what? It's one thing to have a second one because you go, all right,
one upstairs, one downstairs,
and you have every intention of using them, and you go, you know what? Oh man, I'm gonna fly through these. Boy, I better get a second one. But why the third one?
My dad was a big time fan of the white wheel tire on his cars. So he would always get the white wheels, and he would take the Brillo. I can remember this very vividly. Take Brillo, and he would scrub the white wall on the tire. I don't know if that did anything bad to the tires, but that's how he cleaned it. And he would take that Brillo and just go around and get those white walls.
It looks nice. Hey,
nice and white.
See my tires. Hey, honey.
Yeah. Wow. I'd get yelled at. I would get yelled at because if I was parking and I'd scrape the white wall up against the side of the curb.
Yeah, someday I'll tell you the depth perception story of my dad. It absolutely involves tires and parking, but that's for another time. Yeah, so I know it well. Yes.
And I don't really use Brillo like you did. You can't use Brillo on nonstick. Like if you have stainless steel, you can use Brillo. And I guess if you're cleaning certain things, maybe wrought iron outside or stuff like that. So I was like, I left it there for.
It doesn't look old either. They don't look especially like, looks like somewhat modern packaging, right?
Also, obviously with my dad's memory, if he thought he bought a box Brillo and did, and then
he might have just grabbed some.
Grabbed another. Of course, I do that too. I'll be like, I need garlic powder, and then I'll look and I'll have 2 bottles of garlic powder there.
Because the last time you said, I think I need garlic powder, right?
Right. Yeah. And I didn't take it off the list, so it was still on the list. So clearly, I still need garlic powder.
Yeah.
So I found a lot of cleaning products that were like dupes and trips of stuff. So my brother and I split up a lot of the cleaning products and plastic bags and things like that.
And you drank some of them. You mixed up that with the booze. I accidentally drank.
I accidentally drank the.
I drank some wood
Brillo
cleaner.
was a lovely snack.
Yes.
Yeah. So it was. We got a lot done. I also found. I took all the pictures that were there, the framed pictures, and then the picture albums, and just loose pictures that were just in boxes. I took some of those home. There's still a big box there that I need to go back and get. And my brother and I will have to distribute those and see which ones we want. And, but I did send a picture to my daughter because, my mom and I and her best friend and her best friend's daughter, I think I was maybe 25 or 26. We did a girls vacation.
Yeah, you did.
In the Bahamas
took your blenders with you?
Yes, we took the blenders. We took the Brillo pads.
That's right.
Back in the days when you could take Brillo pads on.
No, you can only take one Brillo pad. Thanks a lot, 9/11.
On anymore.
That's right.
So we did a girls' weekend at the Atlantis back when it's much more.
Oh, how'd you swing that? Whoa!
Well, back in 1993, it was not like they did not have it was still a beautiful hotel. I mean, it was gorgeous. They had the lazy river, but they didn't have the aquarium yet. They didn't have like the water park, and they had the casino.
Right.
Oh yes, they had the casino.
Oh yes.
So we went, and so we did a girls' weekend. Like I think we were there for 4 days, and it was wonderful. We had a great time. We just sat in the,
Right.
got drinks at the bar and had some really great meals and some.
I appreciate you telling us the story in real time too. So then we walked.
And then we walked down.
I'm sorry. Yes.
Yeah, so it was a lot of fun. So
nice.
I found some pictures of my mom and I from that trip, and I sent one to my daughter, and I said with the caption, "Just so you know, I was cool once."
There you go. Here it is. Boom. Look at that.
And there we are.
There
yes,
you go.
that's my mom.
There you go.
And that's me. And my daughter's like, "Is that a mesh midriff?" I'm like, "Yes, it is."
Fucking right, it is.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so and there's another photo that you've posted on social media of your mom. I guess it was a wedding photo. Not the big hair one. You posted that one too. But I'm talking about when you put it before.
Picture, and her wedding photo as well.
Yeah. I know where you get your loveliness from. She looks like an Italian movie star. Yeah, she's gorgeous.
She prided herself on her appearance very much. She always had an outfit for everything.
It's like Gina Lollobrigida over there.
From the shoes to the bag to the jewelry. Yeah. She liked to keep herself together, and she always did get a lot of compliments on her style. So
by compliments you mean guys like me going, mommy, mommy, mommy. Yeah.
Don't worry, she would have handled you, Gary. She would have handled you fine.
Yeah.
She had an answer for everybody.
There you go.
Yeah, she did not suffer fools. Yeah. So that was a fun picture I sent to my daughter, and she now knows that I was cool once.
Yeah. I am going to. I forgot to. Well, I actually didn't ask your permission to, if I could show it or not either. But you said, because you and I privately joked about.
You wanted a picture from my high school.
Yeah, because I showed you my yearbook one. Well, it was the wide port. Cause there was like the one they put in the yearbook, but then there was like different ones, like the
your
full
portraits.
body
Yes,
shot.
like where you're like at the barn.
Yes, and you were at a barn.
It wasn't a barn. It was a backdrop of a barn.
Well, there you go. Oh, I thought you said you actually went to like you went and like took. Oh, because that's the thing now. Now you go out and
They'll actually go to a barn now.
Yes.
Yeah,
people do like
backdrop at like.
Yeah, and it'll be like, look, I'm standing in the middle of the road. Like, okay, what's the I love when people they take the and this isn't new, but you take the picture with the thing that represents the activity you do.
Yeah.
If you have like a little cross stick or you play baseball, whatever. Yeah. But then some things are like, you got a tuba. Or like if it's something that's not even involved in school, like on the weekends you archery, so you take a picture. I know someone's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. So send those two people. Send pictures of you with your what'd you call them?
High school pictures.
Your favors, right? Your prom favors, drinking out of your glass or whatever you can find. I think I might actually. Now you say that I might have glasses. I may have thrown them away because when we purged too, when my dad died too. But yeah, or your what the hell did I just say? I blanked. It went away for a while there. You think I would pay attention?
Or your portraits, your senior portraits.
There you go. Thank you. Wow. Yeah, you think with a camera on being live, I just like, I'm going to have to eat later on. Wow, I just went away. I'm back. Yes, and your senior class. So we'll try to have those for next time. We'll bring up. Yeah.
So when I go back up for now, I'm going to tackle the basement. I'm sure there's some treasures down there as well, and I will keep you all in mind.
There you go. We will definitely visit Maria Goes Home Part 2. Yes.
Part 2. Yeah.
All right, Maria. Speaking of everybody's favorite, what? It's time now once again for the question that's on everyone's mind, and that question is, am I the asshole? What am I hearing?
I'm queuing up the question.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
We have an audio.
You did tell me that.
Am I the
okay,
asshole?
good. I thought we had something weird coming in. It's an audio one, people. Audio. I don't know why I'm yelling. Audio.
Audio.
It's audio. Audio.
So
I've lost my mind. I've had a weird week, by the way. It's a lot of weird personal stuff going on, so I'm just losing my mind a little bit. So
that's all right.
Like
we're better to lose it than in front of tens of people.
Exactly. Oh, I'm like, I couldn't wait till tonight. I'm like, ooh, you know what? If you're gonna get people that want to watch your show, have a nervous breakdown while you're live streaming. Let me start
That's guaranteed
start
to get a
peeling
few
my
views.
skin off. You
They'll
know, I'm
smash
gonna
the like for that for sure.
start cutting my beard, but only on the right side.
Right.
This is where the
While you're
devil.
crying
The
and
devil's on
singing
this
a
sign.
sad song.
The devil's on this sign. Sad songs they say. So there you go. All right.
So much. All right. So
Time for an audio edition of Am I the Asshole?
yes, and as I mentioned with my my tagline today with TikTok, I
Right.
found this one on TikTok.
There you go.
This woman kind of does what we do, but not really. She finds these am I the assholes, and she announces them, and then takes, people are like, okay, what do you think? Am I the asshole or am I not the asshole? This is this was an interesting one, so I saved it, and hopefully I will start it up correctly, and I will be able to. So you'll be able to hear it
I
properly.
think if you put it up to the mic, you should be able to hear it. Okay. So.
Okay.
Yeah. Here we go. All right. Here we go.
Am I the asshole for exposing my ex to his mother about our kids? I'm currently divorced from my ex of 30 years, and we ended up seeing a lawyer and dividing everything. Everything was wrapped up until he said he no longer wanted to be part of our kids' lives, 5 and 12 years old. Didn't argue with him because I know what it's like to have a parent who doesn't want you. I asked what he wanted me to tell the kids, and he said he doesn't care, he just doesn't want to be a parent anymore. A few weeks later, I got a call from my ex-mother-in-law asking if we could meet each other. When I come over, she's breaking down and begging me to let my ex see his kids. I was confused, but then realized what he had said. So I called him in front of his mom and asked her not to speak. I said, hey, our 5-year-old has a soccer game in a few days, and I was wondering if you'd like to go. He said, no, I told you I'm not doing this kid thing anymore. No birthdays, no holidays, I'm not interested. I asked how this would affect his mom, and he said, she's not going to care. His mom looked shocked. She said that she would contact me in a few days. Later that day, my ex called me in a rage, telling me that he's been kicked out and is almost going to be thrown out of the will, that it's all my fault for telling his mom how he really felt. So am I the asshole? Am I the asshole for exposing?
Huh. So that was a little, because she talked really fast. Give me the quick little recap.
The quick little recap is this woman who had been married for quite a while, divorced her husband.
She sounds relatively young. Well, obviously the little kids.
Well, this is the person who's telling the story, reading it
out. Oh, okay.
So getting divorced. They have a 12-year-old and a 5-year-old, and the man is like, I don't want a divorce, and I do not want to be a parent anymore. I don't want to have anything to do with the kids. I just don't want to do that. And she's like, fine, if that's what you want, fine. The mother of her ex comes and is asking why you're not letting my son have time with his children. She says, I think you were misinformed. She calls the guy with the mother there and told her mother not to say anything. And he asked her if he wanted to do something with the kids. He said, I told you,
no, I don't want
anything to do with this anymore. Well, what about your mom? She's not going to care, which clearly she does.
She does.
She said, thank you. And she went home, and then he got mad at her because the mom now kicked him out of the house because he doesn't want to have anything to do with his kids, and I guess might threaten to take him out of the will. And he's mad at her for telling his mom.
Right. So
which she really didn't technically.
No, that's true.
He did.
How long do you think did he think he was going to be able to be like, oh yeah, no, you're just not going to see your kids anymore? Like it just turned into. Like, how long did he think? You think he could just say, oh yeah, no, fucking, we're going to call her fucking, I don't know, Connie. Fucking Connie won't let me see the kids. What are you going to do? Like he thought. Did he think that was just going to be the end of it? Like mom was going to go, oh, that's too bad. Oh well, I guess I won't see my grandkids anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And to make that decision for her.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
right. Yeah, exactly.
If the grandmother didn't take the impetus to say, and the way it's worded here, she's saying, why won't you let my son see his kids?
Right.
And that is not the case.
You know what I did miss? I missed the sort of what I'm the asshole over. Usually it's about a conflict or something. Because
she's like, am I an asshole? Because now my ex is angry at her for telling his mother the truth, basically, and getting him kicked out of the house.
Oh.
And possibly out of the will.
For just telling the truth of the reality of the relationship with her son and his children, her grandchildren?
Yes. That's what he's mad at her because she told the mother.
And she's questioning whether or not she's in the
she's not.
Well, yeah, clearly not.
And technically she didn't tell him. He told on himself. because of the cut. Now you could say maybe he was set up, but I mean, the mother heard with her own ears what he thought about the relationship, and clearly did not want to keep these kids in his life. And then when she said, well, "What about your mom?" he said, "She's not going to care," which clearly she did. She does.
At some point, mom was going to be like, "I have to call the cops or something." Like she was going to inquire why.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Why am I not allowed to see my grandchildren? Which is I don't know, grandparents' rights. I don't know. I guess technically, I don't think there's a lot of rights for grandparents. I think it's mostly just parents.
I suppose if their child, who was the parent, has passed and there's some sort of issues, they could do something. But this is just him not wanting to be involved anymore.
Right.
He's clearly the asshole.
He is clearly the asshole.
Get the fuck out. Again, how long did he think that he was going to be able to just hide the fact that his kids just aren't coming around? They're not coming around anymore.
But how do you be like? Okay, I mean,
not even getting into how can you be that way?
But they're 5 and 12. Like, how long has he been a shitty dad for the 5 and 12-year-old?
That's true.
You know what I mean?
That's
true. To be now like, okay, I don't even want to be a shitty dad anymore. I just don't want to be dealing with it at all.
Yeah.
Which I don't know. Maybe is that better? Because what's worse, having a dad who doesn't want to be there, or having a dad who's there begrudgingly and not because he wants to be?
If he doesn't want to be, then then the best thing is fucking beat it. Beat it, dude. Go.
Yeah.
The blacks and Hispanics are trying to take over and replace. No, sorry, it's a different topic. Sorry, yeah. It wouldn't surprise me if he wanted to be that kind of guy, just because I don't know. He just sounds like the kind of guy. Because he strikes me as the kind of guy that just wants to blame everybody else or other circumstances about his lot in life, other than I don't know, the fucking guy in the mirror. Ooh. Yeah. This guy's an asshole.
Yeah, he's the asshole.
Clearly the asshole.
Yeah.
There's no question about that.
Good for her, actually, for figuring out how to at least tell the grandma, to be able for that grandmother to make a decision if she wants to be in the kids' lives.
Yeah. And you know what? Maybe in the end, grandma will hook them up and,
Maybe grandma will put them in the will.
Put them in the will, maybe some college. Or some whatever. I don't know. There you go.
And he was living in his parents' house, so she kicked him out of the house.
He was living there, that's right, too. Yeah. Yeah, beat it, dude. Anyway. All right, well, there you go. I mean, that one pretty much wrapped up pretty quickly.
It was pretty much cut and dry.
I like that. Yeah. No, I like that. It was good, though. Yeah. You know why? Because it got me good and angry. These always get me angry. I'll get a good way. Like, yeah, fuck that motherfucker. You know what I mean? All right, it's another segment of Am I the Asshole? Boom. Good one, Maria. And you know what? I like the added audio touch. Like, you really... Oh, crap.
I went above and beyond for that one, baby.
Above and beyond, you did.
I hit the button at the right time.
But you always bring it. Before we go, because we're getting, this is like the longest one yet. I forgot to mention, in addition, of course, don't forget about the good folks at BRN Podcasts. We're just coming out of the pandemic, Maria. We're just coming, basically, we're about done now. And, there's been a lot of people not going to businesses or connecting as much anymore. Well, have we got the solution for you? That's right. Start yourself a podcast, whether it be video or audio. It's a good way to connect with your customers, your fans, your followers, whatever, if you're an organization or something.
If you have a passion about something, it's a great way to connect with other people who have passions about it. Like, fandom podcasts are very popular right now. I mean, there are, even if you there's Star Wars, there's Star Trek, there's Friends, there's you could if you have a fandom that you're really a big fan of and you want to start a podcast about it, and to be able to talk and discuss it with someone else or with people who are like minds, it's a great thing. So you can take a lot of different turns, like, just because there are a lot of Star Wars podcasts, but they're all valid and good in certain ways. You find your niche.
You were really trying to get the Star Wars people to fucking sponsor this show, aren't you?
I am a little into the Star Wars right now. Yeah, there's a lot going on. I mean, MCU, D&D. It's a great way.
I was going to say, you bring up a valid point, though. You know that useless skill thing, obsession that you have that may have caused you friends and family and, all of that? Well, it's useless no more, my friend, because there are somewhere in the neighborhood of 8 billion people on this planet. And guess what? There's someone who's into the same weird or not so weird shit that you're into. Well, you know what? Yeah. Find your audience. There you go. And get a hold of the good. But Gary, I don't know where to start. Well, let me tell you something. All right, you start right here. All right, you start with BRN Podcast. All right, we'll get you set up. We'll get you rolling, Maria. You know, right?
You got me rolling.
I got you rolling. That's it. That's it. So
and it's depending on the setup you want, it's not cost prohibitive for a lot of things.
Nope. Yeah.
I mean, I have a very basic
it ain't
setup.
Free,
here.
people.
Well, it's not. It ain't no hobby is free.
I got to keep the lights on, but
that's right.
You can monetize it, or maybe just do it as a hobby. But you know, so yeah. And again, it can also be used as a marketing tool. The money that people used to waste on like newspaper ads and things and all that, I worked on boards of a board of a local theater, and we used to put ads in for like hundreds of dollars, like for 1 week, come see our show kind of thing, whatever. Well, those days are coming. They've come and gone. Now you connect with social media. Maybe you have a monthly podcast, bi-weekly something, and you go, hey, that's how you get people to find out about what the goings on in your business or organization. I'm so good at this, Maria, aren't I? Ooh, I'm so good.
Good job.
Thank you. So, yeah, go check us out at brnpodcast.com. You can email me, Gary@backroomnetwork.com. And, of course, the ever-controversial phone number. Yes, it is a phone number.
Text him.
Go ahead, Maria, say it.
Don't call him. Don't call him.
What should they do?
Text him.
Don't call me. If you call and I see...
I mean, you can call. He's not going to answer.
I might. I don't know.
You'll get his voicemail. He will call you back.
Now, if you text me and you go, hey, I'm really interested. And by the way, I like your beard. I think it looks good with the gray in there. And I'll go, you know what? You can call me. Yeah. We can talk on the phone now. But don't just cover the phone call. Come on. What am I, your mechanic? I have no idea what that means. But anyway, so check us out. And you know what? God damn it. Have fun. Podcasting and talking, it's fun. And again, it doesn't have to be, you can talk to people. Maria's not in the room here. She's a whole other county away. You can talk to people remotely, anything your little heart desires. So contact us, BRN Podcasts, for all of your podcasting needs. Wow, lasers. I don't know what any of that means. All right. So I think that was, you know what? I think we really brought the heat today. What do you think, Maria?
I think so. I think so.
I think, you know what?
It was a good talk. It was very therapeutic for me. Very, got to talk about.
Get some stuff out. You want to do me a favor? Take your hand, all right? Reach across your body, and pat yourself on the back. You did good. We did good. We did good today.
Sarah.
We did good.
It was fun.
Yeah, we did good today. You know what, listeners?
Good job.
And viewers,
we had audio visuals today. We had,
Yeah, that's true. You're a good fucking point. God damn it. We bring the production, don't we?
We do.
Yeah, graphics. Hold on. This is going back to something we were talking about earlier. Let me go back. Sean, once again, talking about the seniors' photos, I guess, pics at the covered bridge now on Ole. It's a restaurant there. I'm not sure what that means. What do you mean, like your picture?
That was probably the hot spot to go get your picture taken.
Oh, that's it. You know what? You're fucking right.
Yeah.
Good call, Maria. Yeah. Yes, I do remember seeing that because they actually had like the water wheel, I think, whatever.
Right.
And
very rustic. Yeah.
Yeah,
nice.
That's right. That was the hot spot. And there was the photographer Renninger or whatever in town too. That was who did all the
did all the
photos. Yeah, basically it was like your local Olin Mills type place, where all the lake, the photos and whatnot. I may have put on a few pounds since then.
Haven't we all?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I hear that. I think that's it. So Maria, why don't you pimp our network one more time? Tell people where they can find us and look at us and.
They can find the Backroom Show at the Backroom Network.
Backroomnetwork.com, baby.
.com, and also check out the YouTube channel.
YouTube. If you're watching it, you know where you're at. You found it. Although I could have embedded it somewhere. So there you go. Yeah.
You never know.
Go to Facebook.
That's right. We got our Facebook page as well.
We have the Backroom Show and the Backroom Network.
And our Instagram page. You'll find me drinking a lovely glass of wine out of my prom
Look for that maybe tonight. Maybe, Maria?
I mean, it's going to happen tonight. But
fucking right.
Picture until tomorrow, but
nice. And that's it. Again, comment. Let us know how we're doing. This is our 6th one, I think, since we started doing video. And I think we're just starting to get our groove a little bit. We've had some it takes some time, right?
You got to crawl before you can walk. Go back
and watch your old favorite TV show. That first season, or the first half season, you go, wow, it's so different.
Your legs.
Yeah, you're just getting your legs.
Getting your sea legs, you're trying to figure out, you know.
I tell you what, you are a wordsmith, Maria Barbary Gerald. Barbieri. I can't say it. Barbieri. Hey, there you go. That's it. So, again, check us out. Like, comment, subscribe, all of the above. Don't trust anyone over 30. Don't. Hold on, we're spinning. Uh-oh. We're freezing a little bit here. What's going on here? I'm not sure if she's going to make it out.
Oh, it's okay.
Oh, crap. Okay, and there we go. Okay. Yeah, I think it's just getting caught up. So, yeah, it's probably getting a little glitchy right now. So that's a good time to sign the hell off, isn't it? Yeah. Get the hell out of here. Yes. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching and listening on the audio version. Check us out, subscribe, all that stuff, and we'll see you next time.
In the back room.
Boom. See ya.